You know what? I'm gonna play League of Legends. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god.
What during the
Aduh, main League. Bodoh.
Brave man.
Malam nanti
Killing himself
well, like
live on
during the
stream.
podcast?
10:30 plays League 1 AM nanti. I'm done with League of Legends.
3 AM. Lepas sahur. Main League. Lepas subuh main League. Setiap kali lepas solat lah main League.
5 waktu sehari semalam.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Solat sunat ganti dengan league. Oh my god. Apa League of Legends rawatif? God damn it.
Tak ada Rus Legend.
Aduh.
I hope you are recording for that, because that's a good intro bit.
Baby, it is running.
Welcome to dia.log, the Game of Matters podcast, episode number 58. We are almost at the big 60. Here with us today, we have Danial.
Hello.
We have Meck, the Meck.
Here I am.
We have Inferior Toka.
Is that supposed to be me or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Hello.
And then we have Anan.
What up?
Okay, before we start, Anan, I need to ask you, do you have a guitar with you right now?
No.
Because the other day, I was, when we were texting about whether we would do the podcast today, I had a dream that we were already recording the podcast, and the intro more or less went like that. And then suddenly you started playing a guitar. You were like, yeah, I got a guitar.
Oh.
Like straight up down to the point where Irham was on the podcast. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck?
Everything is just a dream.
Was he playing Superman though? Was
I don't
Scar
remember.
playing at the back?
That would have been fucking hilarious if that was the case. But just want to see if my precog abilities have further grown.
Maybe a year from now. I don't know.
Maybe I predicted like a year in advance. Episode 100 is Anan comes on with the guitar.
I mean, I already have a keyboard.
Guitar. It's fine. You can do a guitar.
As long as you have a mechanical keyboard, you can strum those clickiness.
Lambat. I already got since 2014.
No.
When I was in Narita, I was at the Aeon Mall there, and there was a guitar on sale in one of the music shops. And my brother and I stared at it, and we stared, and we had to talk ourselves out of justifying getting a fucking guitar.
Well,
Anyways, I was very... What?
it's not just sounds of mechanical keyboards coming out in today's episode. So, a bit of ASMR coming in as I do my routine, my routine building stuff. So, you'll hear more of those clicky sounds.
God, I love, even though that's not the actual sound of Lego bricks, like I love that sound they use in the ads for what Lego sound like when they click together. It's just like, that's some good advertising. Oh yeah, it's the Lego noise. Even though I've built like hundreds of Legos and never once have they ever made that noise when they get stuck together.
Oh,
Also,
that's just the Lego game in a nutshell.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the game is a superior experience. The first time Meck brought out that bag, by the way, I thought he was carrying ice, like he was getting ready for Raya.
Oh, at least that's kind of ice. Sure. It could have been worse.
Oh, you thought I meant like drugs, Ice?
I mean, Robo Cocaine was the last episode.
That was last episode. God damn, my sense of time is so fucked right now.
Ah.
I mean,
I wonder
It's-
why.
blink and then next episode podcast. Blink another episode. Blink another episode.
Blink dah
for
raya,
me-
bro.
For me, it's the other way around. It feels so long since we've done a podcast every time. Because 2 weeks feels like a year now for me.
Oh no. Podcast is the
And
only
money
way
feels like
for him to know to pull him back to the timeline.
It's legit. I had to Google what day it was the other day.
Wow.
Isn't your phone already had a time on it? Like it shows you Friday, May 15.
It does, but I was fucking like half asleep that time. So I was just shit. Not that I have no assignment deadlines. It's only going to get worse. The only thing keeping me in check on what day it is my anime watching schedule. Because
Nice.
Sakura Taisen.
yeah, but I brought it up last episode as well. Yeah, Sakura
Sakura
Taisen
Taisen.
and Kaguya-sama and Bakarina.
Oh, is that Sakura Wars?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm one of those guys. I don't know your name.
To be fair, like Sakura Taisen, it on one hand it's the more obnoxious way to describe it if you're an English speaker, but on the other hand, it makes googling for the game way easier because I was on Tumblr trying to find gifs and stuff, and I got like if you type Sakura Wars, all you get is Naruto shit.
Of course.
And I'm pretty sure Tumblr doesn't use Boolean operators, so I can't just put in air quotations Sakura Wars. But yeah, man. How's everyone's Raya prep going?
Raya prep.
I don't know what to prep for Raya, especially this kind of Raya.
Raya at home.
Biohazard Raya.
Someone mod Virgin Raya for Leon.
Oh my god, the opening sequence of RE7 where you're approaching the house, you just play the Raya music.
Welcome to the family, Selamat Raya.
That's some Hari Raya. Oh, that's some good shit. Yeah, I am not gonna lie. Like this is our regular pandemic outbreak update for you, the protagonists who have discovered this voice log. The idea of let's open up everything again for Raya is probably the dumbest idea ever.
It'll probably lead to our downfall.
It will probably listen. We had a good run as a country. It's a shame.
We're calling it now. We're gonna
Like
get
when they
full
were like-
quarantine.
When they were like, "Oh, we will open the mosques," I guess. I'm just like, no. Don't you remember how this all started? God damn. So
It
yeah,
was
that's Raya optimism for you.
As long as you obey the 20 people limit, I think you're A-okay.
Yeah.
Are
20
you
people from
sure?
this family, 20 people from this family, 20 people from this family.
That's why.
I mean, I'm not even sure if I can go to my relative's house because they are across KL.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Crossplay. This crossplay is deactivated for the time being, please, guys. Thank you for your understanding. Server has been in maintenance mode. We are having some
No.
issues.
No cross-server play. It's like Guild Wars. We don't have the PvP has been disabled. Inter-server PvP has been disabled.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. I had a great discussion with my parents where I was like, "Oh man, I should try making rendang since I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here in forward operating base Bristol for Raya." And then my mom was like, "It's a lot of ingredients and it involves slow cooking." And I was like, "Oh man, I should make another Raya dish then, KFC."
Yes.
It's like the ads, man. Like, why bother cooking home cooked food when you can just have KFC, right?
I agree. I agree.
Sad agree.
KFC, please sponsor this podcast.
The more you talk, the more you make sense. Please. Go on.
Oh,
Yeah, that's because we can't go. My family can't move around either because everyone else stays on the other side of KL as well. My mom was like, "Yeah, we're joining you. We're probably gonna have KFC for Raya as well." I'm like, "Sweet."
Nice.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da.
But wait, so you'll be in KFC at 3 a.m. then? 3, 4 a.m.
Not in KFC because everything's still closed here. We didn't get the okay to have Raya.
Sad.
Yeah, no. I will be celebrating it with Abang Uber Eats.
Oh.
Panda Express.
Exactly. So, anyways, let's get this bitch of a podcast going. Now that we have had our regularly distributed COVID talk, I was almost worried about the news this episode. I was like, God damn, no news, and then like 2 days in a row of just a lot of news. But more importantly, what's going on with you guys? What's going on with you guys?
Besides, I'm hearing someone playing Lego.
Mhm.
Okay, so
That's a thing.
So, what happened with visual novels, Daniel?
Oh, so last week I was obsessed with this visual novel, the one that influenced this very small time game called Toki Literature Club.
DLC.
Yeah, this is the Japanese equivalent. It's
Mhm.
called You and Me and Her, a love story.
Mhm.
The Japanese name is Kimi to Kanojo to Kao. It is interesting to say the least.
You and her and
Because everybody knows this game just because of this one video where an anime girl grabs a baseball bat and beats the protagonist to death.
Nice.
So they finally got a translation after 5 years.
After
of
5
waiting.
years.
5 years, like 2014, I remember. It launched back then. It baru launched, so yep, it took 5 years to translate it. And I will just say this: I'm sorry, Monica, but I don't love you anymore.
Ooh.
I think she takes that well, right? Like historically, she takes not rejection pretty well.
Yeah. Tapi itulah, tapi because this game, the premise is that you are in a visual novel, but your character doesn't know it.
Uh-huh.
You know it, the other characters know it, but your protagonist player doesn't know it.
Oh no.
So it becomes like this interesting cat and mouse. Like you're trying to wake up your visual novel protagonist, while the other characters are trying to keep you there.
Huh. Okay.
So it's
Wait,
like
so the other characters know that you're in a visual novel.
they don't. Yeah, they know that they're in the visual novel, except yourself, your character. They even reference you like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to you, the other side of the screen. Like, wow.
It's like
Okay.
reverse Stanley Parable shit.
Yeah, it is reversible. I think one of the best part is that you in the end of the game that you are stuck inside of this time loop that you have to come out. So you have to play the same opening, the same beginning and end, like 5 or 6 times, just to break the loop.
Oh my god.
Sounds like
Sounds like a
Bravely
suffering.
Default.
And then and one of the best part, in the end of the end sequence, you have to find a code, a specific code in your instruction manual.
Oh
So
my
that
god.
you have to, so you have to open the PDF file of the instruction manual, and then you find the code, and then you have to add there is this mathematical equation that you have to solve. You got wow.
Why?
Okay, I didn't know Kojima made a visual novel.
I would say this is throwing back to 1990s point and click adventures.
Like yeah, you just feel it's very it's very elaborate lah. Dia punya scheming dia. Like one of the best part is in one of the scene, you're talking to this character, which she is basically the Haruhi Suzumiya of that universe lah, because she can change whatever into her will.
Whoa. Basically
So-
God.
And then so what does she decide? She decides to delete herself from it because she knows she's too powerful.
That is terrifying.
Amazing.
Is it
That's
how long does it take before it gets weird though?
like after the first playthrough, the second
Okay,
it's
so-
yeah. So basically, DDLC the story, like the second playthrough, it just goes crazy.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool then, because I feel like if you start too early, then you're just a tryhard. And if you start too late, then it also gets problematic.
Yeah, so this is just like good enough. Like, oof, start second year, okay, buckle up. You know what is going to happen. I have to find that. Let's see lah. Okay, so now, but anyway, like it is good because it's by Nitro Plus, and I think Nitro Plus did an amazing job with this visual novel. It's so good.
They did the game or the sub?
No, they did the game and then they gave it to JAST USA to do the sub. So this is the so in the chat is the thing that makes the game very famous.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Tapi
me
it's very spoiler. It's very spoilery. Tapi goddamn, gila punya sequence.
I see. Interestingly, the game is also coming to Steam in approximately 10 days, 26 May. And yes, two at
pre-ordered
least
boy.
two of the screenshots has a character with a baseball. Is that what? Sone Miyuki?
Yep, there is Miyuki Sone. One of the
Okay.
characters yang tahu. I think she's the second one got yang perasan. She's in the visual novel.
Oh yeah, I don't know how, but I've seen this scene.
That's why. Took him 5 years just to translate it.
God damn. But yeah, no, this is definitely some cool shit, man. I feel like people need to realize there is a separation of genre between like the freaky visual novels and just your average visual novel. Because I feel like non-degenerates like us only hear about like the big visual novels, which are stuff like Doki Doki. So it's like, when you try to introduce them to a visual novel, they'll be like, "Oh, so what's the weird thing about this one?" I'm like, there's no weird thing. It's I just want to date pretty anime boys.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, visual
Like
novel
science
should be a separate genre in and of itself. It's like a separate game. Like, we have video games and we have visual novel.
yeah, I'm
Rather
saying
than a game.
between like the freaky visual novels and regular visual novels.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, how can you play this visual novel when it doesn't beat you to death with a baseball bat? You're like, some of us just want to date the hot Megane.
Yeah,
That's all we want to do.
pure
We're not
vanilla.
all- yeah, vanilla ice cream exists for a reason.
people like that. But so yeah, so for our listeners, play this game when it comes out on Steam because it is a ride. It's definitely worth like I don't know 70 ringgit I think. Whatever the price is, so definitely worth the asking price. Also,
I
the
don't think people see the value of buying visual novel if they're not interested in it.
after watch about Triggers, it is a perfect ride. The gila.
Yeah.
There's only one line, and the line goes insane.
There's not more. It's not multiple routes like Doki Doki, is it?
No, there's only 2 routes, and all of it ends in the same way. With
You
either
know what?
your
I may actually like this more than Doki Doki then. Because having to do multiple routes is tedious.
this one
because
this one it's very streamlined. It's like time to do the second one first.
Oh, while we're talking about dating anime girls though, can I just say I've been recommended a lot of Sakura Wars gameplay.
Just because you watch the Wars anime?
Because I listen to the theme song on loop while I work, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, so they have a really cool mechanic in that game where you can stand someone up. Like you can promise to go on a date with them and then not show up for the date.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and the punishment for doing that is wild. Like each girl has a different cutscene for if you like bail on them. One of them straight up pulls a gun on you.
Nice.
So we can replace that Arif Photoshop then with that.
Because I love that Arif Photoshop so much. I feel like people are reacting to 7R way better than I thought they would.
Told you, the fan service, but also the game is very good.
Yeah. Nah, man, I just expected like the usual drama. And I was just like, nah, man. Tifa and Arif are girlfriends. Cloud carries their bags for them. And
The biggest
Ultima weapon.
third wheeler.
Ultima weapon is a plastic chair from Jesco. Calling it, man. Fucking calling it. There's no way they're not like putting a chair weapon Easter egg in the second game now. After that meme, they have to. I mean, what's the point of breaking up your game release like this if you're not going to include memes from the previous episodes in? But yeah, is that it for you and me and her?
Yeah, that is it. Just that's it. If you guys are interested in the game, it's coming up on Steam by next week. Buy it.
Nice.
For how
Play
much?
I like
70 ringgit. Definitely worth the price.
I like the fact that you are so dedicated to this genre that you bought it before it came to Steam.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it, boy. A day before it launched.
God damn.
It's that good.
Good to know.
Speaking of anime girls again, I guess we should get into what my topic is.
Oh.
Someone read what Wam has on the docket.
Wam is now a furry.
No, that is not what I wrote. I said I'm not a furry, I promise.
So,
Thus begins the trial of Wam.
sounds like what a furry would say. So yeah, trial begins.
Trial begin. Okay, so what got me into this position, right? So first I was watching Beastars. That anime is
Of course.
Of course.
Anyways, that anime is really good. And then if anyone's listened to the podcast, you know I'm a huge mark for Studio Trigger, right?
Yeah.
Like I fucking love Studio Trigger.
Big
So
s-
I've been watching Brand New Animal.
Oh yes.
Oh,
My God.
of course.
Well, I gotta agree on BNA on their opening and ending song. That's kind of lit, but the
Dude,
anime,
dude, the ending song for BNA is so fucking good.
it
Like
crisp. So
it's
good.
like the best song to just like vibe to. I'm low key mad that there's no after credit scene, because I would happily sit through the ending for the anime, compared to like a bunch of anime where they have like one more gag after the credits, but the ending song sucks. Like,
Is this?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm looking at pictures at the BNA. Is this Tom Nook's niece or something?
Kind of, yeah.
Ooh. Tom
Also,
Nook's.
props to BNA for being the first anime I know to do the not a raccoon and a tanuki are not the same animal joke. Because the main character keeps telling everyone she's a raccoon, and they're like, "You're a tanuki." It's like, "No, I'm not a tanuki. I'm a raccoon." It's like, "If you're a raccoon, where are your stripes on your tail?" She's like, "I don't want to be a tanuki."
She lost it.
But yeah, no. So that's the girl that most people have like flocked towards. However, these are but heretics. We are here to stand best girl Nazuna, who is a pink fox and looks like the most furry bait character to ever furry bait.
Holy shit! It is. Oh my god.
Oh, you found her cool. Could you post it in the chat then, please? Because that's hard to do on
Which
mobile.
one? Which picture do you want?
Just any picture you can see her face, because her face is like, she was designed by a furry. That is...
Oh my! This is not a chat. I almost said it from my uni chat. Oh god!
Big move. No.
Almost. Hampir mati though. Hampir mati, bro.
Daniel's trial.
But it's okay, bro. What could possibly go wrong?
But yeah, she's like the most like obviously designed by a furry character, because she's, on one hand, she's a smug anime girl. On the other, she's also like a fox. And also she's pink. She's that shade of pink that furry artists always use.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
That's one way to market
that's the
your
pick.
anime.
That's the pick.
Okay.
I almost said this to my uni chat. God damn.
God fucking damn it, right?
Daniel
Also-
outed as furry.
Please, I have one more semester. I don't want to die yet.
Public execution. This man is a furry.
Being weak
Beware.
is acceptable. Being furry not.
Destroy.
Like during the prep for your convocation, they'll be like, they'll tap you on the shoulder, like, do you need a bigger robe for your, like, your fursuit?
Is that a good
Also, I have to give BNA credit for one more thing. There is a fan service character who wears a choker and gets naked a lot. It's not either of these girls. It's the dude character.
Uh-oh.
Yes, the kill trope.
That's even better, kan?
Like, I'm just
Depending on
like,
who you're asking lah.
I'm just like, goddamn. Studio Trigger confirmed, not cowards. Although I have consulted with Furry Tumblr, they are very upset that his wolf form, he does not have, like, he's so fluffy that you can't see his muscles. So Studio Trigger confirmed cowards a bit.
They pull back.
Half and half. Half and half, man. Half and half.
Half and half. And at least we got in there. We at least we got them, man. So yeah, that's BNA. I'm not a furry, I promise.
I mean, it's kind of interesting. Like we got like two, I'd say AAA level of furry anime.
Dude. Beastars is like quadruple A, man. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of money oozing from Beastars is crazy. Stop
Insane.
motion intro sequence.
Huh.
When I watched the intro, it reminds me of the Man in the Mission music video. I don't know why.
Because there's a fucking wolf head involved.
Ah, yeah, of course. I Am the Orphan intro. I remember.
Yeah, man. Man with a Mission are the best. They are the best furries because they're a rock band that all wear wolf heads. But yeah, no. Beastars is really good, but it's also a really serious anime compared to BNA, which is like, it's Studio Trigger the anime.
Trigger, yeah.
Like,
Trigger trope.
yeah, I saw this really great post about it that was like, the best thing about it is that there's no twists. Like, if you've watched any Studio Trigger anime, you know what's going to happen. And it's like,
The plot
You know
twist is
what?
gonna go.
you know what? That's fine. Like, I didn't need this to be like clever. I just wanted Studio Trigger fun. And
So-
Hot Wolfman and Smug Fox Girl.
7.8 rating on my anime list. Not bad.
Yeah, man. I've seen some people like complain about it where I don't know, it's typical Studio Trigger complaints are, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I am in the trigger hole too deep where I'm just like, yeah, this was expected. First few episodes really, really good, and then the ending is just kinda like
Typical trigger, dude.
Frank.
Sasuga trigger.
Sasuga trigger.
It's not as bad as Frank's though. Frank's is like an extreme case of like how hard a left can you go.
I haven't done my yearly watch the train crash video yet.
Frank is because Trigger drop it halfway through. And then
They ever run out of money when they move. Tapi it's even
No,
worse.
it wasn't because they ran out of money. It was literally they just went crazy with it.
yeah, they
They
just,
just
like,
like gotta go space,
you gotta shoot, pew pew.
gotta go space, gotta have gigantism 02 fetish. Gotta- Tell me that's not the whole reason they did the ending of Frank's. They're just like, no, I want a big 02. Fucking hell. That is totally why they did the ending of Frank's the way they did. They're just like, oh man, and then Hero is piloting her, so he's inside her, but not like in a sexual way. He's like inside.
Stop talking. Stop.
I'm calling you out. So, darling in the Franks team. Like this was all a ploy to get Gigantism 02 on board.
At
Goddamn.
what cost? At what cost?
Everything.
At what cost? The cost was now that I get dirty looks anytime I say I like Darling in the Franks. Because everyone's like, isn't that... Oh man, that anime is fucking terrible. I'm like, okay, the back 25% of it is, but you could say the same about Death Stranding, so... Both were made at the specifications of the fetishes of a Japanese man, so...
It is what it is.
I'm not saying Darling in the Franxx is the Death Stranding of anime. I'm just saying they were both made by horny Japanese men.
Yes. Definitely.
One of
Definitely.
those thirsty boys.
Yeah.
I
What's
bet
funny is
one
like Gridman did the Eva thing way better than Franxx did.
I bet during the making of the anime, they'll be like, I wonder how the 02 feet smells like.
I mean, there was that one episode where I can't remember which episode it was, where her feet are just in front of the camera for quite a while.
What? I don't remember.
What?
I remember.
We're talking about 02's feet. I think it was the girls versus boys episode. Yeah, because she picks up the towel with her feet and holds it over Hero's head to like taunt him. And it's literally just like 0-2, and then her foot with like the best drawn toes in anime.
I disconnected at the wrong time.
You know what? The team, specifically that team that worked on 0-2, I forget the anime is not called it, on Franks. That's the team that needs to work on the Komi-san anime.
Oh.
No. Trigger has to get the right quick.
Yeah, because 90% of Komi-san's appeal is the fact that the author clearly wants to fuck Komi-san.
I agree.
Daniel, we've had this conversation when I was driving you back that time. That like every decision in this anime was made by the fact that they want to fuck Komi-san. I have no doubt that he goes to Comiket looking to buy a Komi-san body pillow. Like in disguise, so no one knows it's him. No one knows. Man, we took a turn talking about
to the worst or to the better.
I picked a good time to do this Lego thing, by the way, if you are all asking. Really good time.
Also, while I'm accusing the author of Komi-san of all sorts of things, I should point out the fact that the mom looks exactly like Komi-san is part of the fetish, because he has a weird purity complex. That's why like the sub is like, you cannot loot Komi. Actually, I think he might secretly be the mod for that sub. That's why you're not allowed to loot Komi-san, but he invented the mom, who is fair game for looting.
Yes. I
So,
mean, just why not, right?
Studio Trigger, please get Studio Trigger and A1 to work on the Komi-san anime. Specifically the team that worked on Franks. So God knows.
Go
God
crazy.
knows.
Go stupid.
Yeah. God knows they can get it done. Jokes aside though, I think a Komi-san anime would fucking suck. Wow.
No, man. The fan gonna
Like-
scream.
The fans are gonna scream, but the jokes only work as a fucking manga. Like none of those gags, like a lot of those gags, wouldn't really work in anime form because they're all like text box reliant.
Yeah. Maybe
That's
they're gonna
what
put,
they say for Kaguya, and look how that works.
True, but I feel like Kaguya is more exception than rule. But who knows? I would love for it to be wrong, and I would also love that team of horny deviants to be the ones working the Komi-san anime.
create a petition.
Create a petition, yeah. I'm glad that we got to throw in this weird side tangent. Where do we go from here? So my bottom line is I'm not a furry.
Okay.
And also Studio Trigger has a gigantism fetish.
Okay.
And also Oda wants to fuck Komi-san. That's the bullet points of this segment of the podcast.
Quite a weird section of the manga anime. This is why Irham comes, something happens though. Not blaming him. It's not him.
Of death.
Look, it's not him bringing all this topic. It's just that Wam gets 30% more energy when there's Irham to riff on.
It's true. You need to have the anime trinity in.
You know how the party lineup bonus comes in? Yeah, this is the anime bonus kicking in.
God. Is that the only thing that I'm worth for? Damn.
Hey, I mean, you're still part of the team. You are indispensable.
Yeah.
Also, you never wrote your fucking topic on the docket, which is why we can't segue to it, because I don't know if you still want to talk about it.
I'm thinking about it. But
Since you guys are thinking about it, let me go to this thing of mine, which is very quick and should be relevant today in this episode because I played. What I didn't realize I played a Tony Hawk game, but I did.
What game is that?
It's called Sunset Overdrive.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I've never heard of this game before.
Oh
because
my
I've reviewed
god,
it
what
before.
is this game? Oh, who's made it? Insomniac Games from the makers of Marvel Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. In all seriousness, yeah, I went back to Sunset. I finally actually give time to it because I've been reluctant to give it a shot. I have Game Pass for now, so sure. And I didn't realize that, no, because before this, in my head, Sunset Overdrive was like Ratchet and Clank Grind Boots, the game. So there's a specific gadget where Ratchet actually grind rails like Sonic does. So I was envisioning that's the game. That's the game. And also, which leads to what I put Marvel's Spider-Man in that similar box. It's Ratchet and Clank Slingshot the game. Because Ratchet and Clank also has swing game mechanics. But all of those
games are Ratchet and Clank spin-offs.
Yeah, Insomniac is basically Ratchet and Clank spin-offs. So they made one gadget and make it a whole game mechanic. Anyway, so back to the topic. I didn't realize how much Tony Hawkness does Sunset Overdrive have. Okay, sure, you have the grinding stuff, but it didn't open up at first. It's like the first 2 hours and a bit. It's more like, hey, you shoot stuff, you grind stuff, and you can hop. You can use stuff like a table or a lorry, or not a lorry, a car as trampolines to jump further. So I was thinking, okay, this is a weird kind of Tony Hawk Underground but with guns, but okay, I'll take it. And it's an interesting take of the apocalypse. It's not dire. Everything is happy for some reason. And I shout out to the guys that apparently in this apocalypse, only the nerds live on. Because jocks died because they drink energy drinks.
So energy drink doesn't give you energy. Ironic.
Oh, nerds win, by the way. Nerds win. Oh, yeah, they even have a faction where everyone is a LARPer for some reason. Oh,
A what?
LARPer? Live action roleplay.
Yeah, so you make like foam swords and stuff and like hit yourself with it.
Or
you throw dice. Or you throw like dice at each other like fireball.
My God.
There was one of the quests was literally about playing a song while everyone is trying to not die, and the bard die because he played a tribal song. So a new bard plays in, and she plays a rock song, which is much better, but the guys don't appreciate it. Anyway, so Sunset Overdrive is a thing. It has those rebellious punk energy to it, which I appreciate. And again, that punk energy relates to Tony Hawk for some reason. Because again, even though the grinding stuff looks quite like rudimentary at first, it's just a method of transportation. But then, like 5 hours in, the protagonist becomes self-aware and say, "Oh, I can do something cool now." And it's called the air dash. Once you get the air dash, everything opens up. This game becomes Tony Hawk the game because you can grind anywhere. You can do combos non-stop. Infinite grind combos every day of the week, baby. It's that kind of game. Man, and to say that the mechanic works is that my high quality of saying that that traversal mechanic is great is that I would spend my time to go and collect collectibles. It is so fun to collect collectibles in this game. Like, you really need to know how to grind on top of the rail, downward of the rail, jump to specific spots, and air dash your way to get some high collectibles floating around. It's basically, that air dash is basically when Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 introduced the revert. They added the revert and the game is amazing. My God, I was blown away at that. Unfortunately, the story goes down because late in the game, the PC version has a lot of bugs, quest breaking bugs, so I'm stopping for a bit. But I enjoyed my time with Sunset Overdrive.
I have to ask, by the way, the fuck is a revert? Because we'll get into more discussion with the Tony Hawk news later. But yeah, so I've heard that term used a lot, and I don't know what it is.
Okay, when you go up to the half pipe, and then when you go down, and then you do this thing called a revert, which basically you just spin around on the skateboard, so you switch your side. And that counts as a trick.
Yeah.
And that counts as a combo.
Yeah, that counts as a trick.
And then you
Yeah,
can...
it's just for to keep the combo going, basically.
Okay.
Think of it as a combo extender. It's that like jab that you need to keep the combo going.
You gotta keep the rhythm up.
Yeah. Basically that.
Okay. I like how you said that like the air dash made it better, because I can't think of a single game that hasn't been improved by adding an air dash. Like
Nothing.
yeah, nothing. Solitaire, air dash, bam, done. Better game.
Okay, what other games that we can improve with air dashing?
Sim racing.
Air dash. Oh my
Can
I mean, due to recent events, I think some people would love that feature. Thanks to the recent pro drivers crashing about, they would really love some air dashing.
Oh man, you can tech air dashes. So if you like hit brake and accelerate just as someone punts you, then you air dash forward. Oh, that'd be sweet, man. I'm telling you, that would
getting overtaken by an air dash.
Yeah. And then suddenly all the drivers like rage quit and DC the race, and now you're number one.
You're not far off from reality, man.
I know, that's why I said it. Listen, man. World-class driver, shit tier video gamer. That's all I'm saying.
Write it down. Write it down.
Like, that's fucking. I don't even know who it was. I just saw a clip of like one of the racers who like disconnected because he got overtaken. Was it not? Probably sure.
There's a lot of those incidents at this time of the day, or this time of year. Plenty.
I can't wait till we're allowed to do races again, and he just like stops the car and just gets out. It's like, I'm done.
Also not far from reality.
Also not for reality as well.
I remember there's one guy who just had enough. I think it's not even half distance or something like that. Just go into the pit, turns off the engine, and that's him. That's his career. He retired. I'm done.
God.
Got him.
He knows where his snuff.
Also, I'm still thinking about air dashes, right? Like, Strider is literally just Mario with air dashes.
Okay.
And, Strider became a very popular franchise, so I'm not saying that I've revolutionized game theory, but I think we're onto something here. If FIFA had air dashes,
oh my god,
that'd be pretty cool as well.
It'll be amazing, actually, if you think about it. Rather than
Volta is going to be basically Dragon Ball Z.
The air mechanics, bro. It's like my Sepak Takraw all over again, but on bigger field.
Using Messi to do a Sepak Takraw move. Okay.
Sepak Takraw with air dashes.
Oi.
That's crazy tech, man. That's crazy tech. That's like...
That's
the future nanti lah, in the next 10 years maybe.
As like, in Strive, you have like the Devil May Cry style circles every time you air dash. Just imagining Sepak Takraw players with that. Oh, that's some good shit. That's some good shit. I was thinking too small. We need air dashes in sports.
Yeah.
In like actual sports now. Oh, can you imagine squash with air dashes?
Oh god.
The walls need to be higher than.
My
That would make the game so fucking intense. Because you're gonna have
My
the guy
God.
who air dashes too early, and now now he can't do it again because it's on cooldown.
And he missed.
And then championship games are gonna be decided by who can tech air dashes better.
Who can perform their combos better.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Nicole David
IRL.
already practicing air dashing right now as we speak.
Oh no, Nicole David has gone straight to jump canceling where she can like get the reset to get a second air dash because of her foot technically touched the floor for like a microsecond.
Touching foot on the wall, consider resetting your air dashes. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
That's the tech. That's the tech.
that's the tech. You gotta get it. It's frame perfect though. It's frame.
We can go this route all day long.
It's fine. It's the perfect topic.
Air
It's got
dash is
fighting
special.
games, it's got sports. It's got making fun of.
No, because we have to make way for the other game that we need to talk about.
What game is that?
Mm-hmm.
What game is that?
Oh yeah, I assume this is the remaining Daniel topic, right?
Yeah, lah. I thought you guys were doing a bit. Yeah, that's the game.
No, we're not.
That's the game.
I'm just-
I've set it up already. I thought.
I
It was crashed down into.
because I opened the docket and suddenly there was new stuff on it, so that's why I was just like, yeah. So Daniel, tell us about what else you have been up to.
Oh my god. So a bit of context. Again. Recently, if you went into Facebook Live, or what's they called again? Facebook Gaming.
Yep.
Yeah, Facebook Gaming. 5 out of 10, you will see some wannabe streamer tengah main Grand Theft Auto. But there's a twist. He or she is probably either riding a bike, that is basically the Mark Pit bike, or a truck, which is the post-body truck.
Oh, PC bikes.
Waisuku.
Waisuku, yeah, the Waisuku stuff. So, earlier this week, me and my friend thought to ourselves like, how about we join this weird ass server? So we downloaded FiveM and Grand Theft Auto. So we entered a server. I don't remember what's the server name. I have to double check. So we entered the server, and it's basically Los Santos, tapi everything is Malaysia-fied. Like, if you go into like quite a ditch around, you will see someone that's added a KLCC power in the middle of downtown Los Santos for no reason.
They went that far.
Nice.
They were that far.
My
And
god.
then, like, and all the buses are now Bus Rapid KL.
Okay.
And the car, and I think one of my pictures that I posted on Twitter like the other day was an Uber like Grab car, but it is a Mercedes.
Mercedes, huh?
MGGTR.
Yeah. So I cannot find the server actually. So I forgot. The server name is Inferno Malaysia. It is a very high community actually. Right now there is 100 people playing it right now. They have 2 servers, so 50 each. So not that bad. And and I don't know what to say. It is interesting to say the least.
How does it compare to the Roblox one?
Roblox Malaysia, dude.
Okay, so
Does
this one.
they have politics though?
No, this is just literally have you seen the question is again? Have you seen Westworld? Like the is basically the Los Santos is not a theme park where you can bukan Westworld, Kidzania. This is basically Grand Theft Auto. Itu Kidzania basically. Kan like this.
Perfect.
So you can be a fireman, you can be the ambulance driver, or you can be a policeman. Yeah, it's Kidzania basically. You can even work as a factory worker as well.
Hell yeah! Now you can get abused by the system in the video game as well.
Yeah, like I become one of the factory workers. At that one point, I got a notification on my phone, on the in-game phone, like your employers are too poor to pay you.
God damn it! I just going to ask, do you get unfair treatment, unfair labor treatment, and that's it. That was it. Okay.
Wait, are your employers NPCs or?
No, like real people. So we have to, like, there was one time, like, we have to meet the boss. So we went inside his house, which is a big mansion, and we're like, whoa. And the boss was like this Kelantanese guy. So I had to go like, boh, selamat pagi, boh. Mana kerja ini?
Molek kerja hari ni. Molek.
Lagi lah. Molek tu.
Deep roleplay, man. We have
This is
deep.
proof we can never have like a Malaysian style GTA game because the community will just make it better. Like you can't outdo this shit. Some fucking like studio exec will never be able to outdo this shit. What kind of job was this? Like honest job, or are we talking mob here?
Like honest job. Like you can, like my job is to grab like bananas, and then you have to drive the truck to the factory processing plant. Like god damn, this is some weird ass shit, man.
Wait, you play Euro Truck Simulator in GTA 5? Modded.
And then before that, you have to take a driving test as well.
Oh my god, you also playing Gran Turismo?
Can you bribe the driving instructor?
No, actually, because like it was like 500. The test is also 500 ringgit. Macam like god damn, asal sini pun mahal juga.
Murah lah tu.
Oh my god. I think my most favorite part during my time with inside that server was there was a case like this guy. I think he went into roleplay too hard because he became a serial killer. So like there were police players everywhere. So I went next to the guy, like I asked him, bang, kenapa ni bang? Kenapa banyak polis ni? Ada orang gila tengah bunuh orang.
That's like I'm glad that like everyone else is playing along as well, but I feel like the guy who joins the RP and is like, oh, I want to kill everyone is like the least fun guy in an RP session.
Yeah. Oh, that was the admin actually. So basically like basically macam buat a narrative lah. The admin becomes the bad guy. So makes
Okay
sense.
If it's the admin, then that's okay. But like, you know, in every RP group, there's always that one guy who's just like, no, but I wanna be like the crazy one. It's just like, oh man.
Nah man,
Yeah,
we just
Kena
wanna
gula lah,
chill.
like
The problem
Like,
is when
like-
you RP normal people and someone starts killing everyone, the RP reaction is to focus on the one killing everyone.
yeah. And
But yeah.
I understand the appeal now. Like after playing it for like a week, like you just going inside, driving a car, have to isi minyak, and then work a mundane job from 9 to 5. Such a
Welcome to the life.
welcome.
Man, you know what would make that server like just dial it up to an 11?
What?
If you can sell tudong online in that game.
Oh, that was
Oh.
Kena naik motor dulu bang, pergi dekat
God damn it,
pump station.
have anyone made a makcik Kia selling scrupulous staff on the market.
Jadi esok raya.
Someone have to do
No,
that.
there is some like they have like this what's it called in-game chat where you can sell stuff. Like there was one guy was selling insurance.
Oh my god, no! No! The
Oh,
first one I want to
MLM
murder.
can break.
The first one.
MLM cannot be bound by
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 time.
reality.
Oh my god! Like someone was selling insurance. Like good game.
That's the best part is because like we're under limited rules for how we can spend Raya. This is the perfect place to spend your Raya now.
Raya at home.
We need to
Raya.
have Solat Jumat, Solat Raya in GTA 5.
Like there is a plugin. There's a plugin I've told you guys for that you can put in any YouTube video onto like this device, which is like a radio boombox. So basically, you can just pasang lagu raya lah.
Boleh buat masjid.
Atau
Yes,
like
the masjid
pasang
mod
kubah or
for GTA.
something.
Make sure kiblat tu betul so Jakim tak marah.
Oh, you can like do sit down and standing up. Oh, there is some buttons you can do that. So
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking about it. It's like you have the normal standing, and then you have aim and look down for your rukuk, and then
imagine like you waking up early, pakai baju raya, and then like your parents say, buat apa tu main game? Tak lah, tengok semayang raya.
Dah dengar khutbah.
Tengok dengan kubah ni.
Oh my god, you can literally do that. And of course, to make it proper, you have to live stream it as well. That's what people do these days.
I mean, it's a server of 50 people. Dah cukup kot, 40.
Cukup jemaah. My
and
God.
because of the GTA news recently, there's gonna be more people.
Oh yeah, since the quarantine happened and some of the streamers some of the YouTubers that I follow on YouTube, they are moto vloggers now. Moto vloggers, they go outside, they take video recordings of their helmets and see how bad Malaysian drivers are, and then commented about their life and so on. And then I suddenly see that they are playing GTA for whatever reason. You could just go out, take a video, motorcycle or something. I want that content, but not this. Damn.
I mean, you can do that. You can just take the controller and then press the button, and then you can do a block.
They play GTA on a mobile quality. It's ugly.
Potato.
Potato cam, boy. Let's go.
I mean, to be fair though, you're like, if you are a car YouTuber, you're probably not gonna invest much into like computer hardware. And now you're streaming GTA. You have to run GTA and OBS, presumably.
Wow.
Kentang bro, kentang.
Kentang computer. My Asus is not a kentang.
I mean,
Yeah.
I played Watch Dogs on a Intel HD graphics before, so it was struggle. 20 FPS. Holy shit.
25. Let's go.
Welcome to console,
Hey,
bro.
20. Hey, 20 is not that bad. I mean, have you heard the news? The new AC is going to go 30 je.
Oh man, we should move to the news soon. Just to like tear into all the bullshit that we've been through this week. Like from the news perspective.
Yeah, let's go with the
Already an
new.
hour.
You guys want to move on to the news? Straight up, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
News, and then if we have some time, like maybe continue discussion or whatever.
Oh yeah, and then we do some clean up, okay?
Let's go right to the news.
News.
The news.
Also,
the news.
before we go to the news, Irham, your mic is excellent.
Thank
That's what I
you.
would say.
Thank you.
Lala.
Radio quality.
Audio file approved.
Bangsawan is
Audio
my middle
file
name now.
Super crisp.
Okay, after this we can see Irham the YouTuber lah. Kau
Oh,
Yo, what's up, guys?
No, not the YouTuber, the VTuber.
Virtual YouTuber, yes.
Dengar nak.
Konnichiwa.
No, keep that voice. Don't do it. Silly anime. No, you keep that deep voice of yours. Weird and girl avatar.
Astolfo, yes. Really the Melayu Astolfo that you are.
Oh boy, that's some sort of. Well, you are attracting some sort of crowd there. Let's just say that.
Before we digress more into this, let's go on with the news, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about VTuber Irham.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, Live
shit.
2D is only like $50 really lah.
Hey, listen. I have Live 2D license. Like,
Is it?
I did that.
See?
All I need to do is my effort to rig and make my own. However, I'm thinking about it because I've seen. Did you know Indonesian VTuber?
Yep. Unfortunately, yes, I know.
Those two girls, right? I mean, those two boys. They're kind of lit, actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now
Like-
you can be friends with them by being a VTuber as well.
And they are being approved by HoloLive, actually. Actual.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's why we need HoloLens MY.
We need the HoloLens. You have to be our inside man into the
Astaga.
world of virtual YouTubers.
Ampun, beribu-ribu ampun.
The first Amnesty Astolfo. Jom, let's go.
God.
God damn it.
How do you
Setuju.
even use, like, is there motion tracking involved for Live 2D?
Yeah, you need a webcam, and that's about it. And the Live 2D app is a motion tracking thing that will implement into your potato webcam. It will still detect your movement. That's about it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 2015 application. It's kind of old. Yeah.
I will keep that in mind.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so news. One thing that's not on the docket is there it is. Okay, so yeah, we had the Summer Games Fest, which was Jeff Keighley trying to turn what would normally be one day's worth of news announcements into a few days.
Few months, more like.
Stop.
Few months, yeah. So first thing out of the way, we are gonna shit on Assassin's Creed right now
Ooh, let's go.
because what is gameplay, guys?
It's a thing where your character do stuff, kan? Isn't that the...
Yeah, this wasn't a Jeff Keighley thing, was it? Was that part of?
Yes,
Jeff
it was part of Jeff Keighley. No, it was part of the Inside Xbox.
Yes, but actually no.
Yeah.
Xbox gameplay.
Yes, but actually no. It's in the schedule, but this is basically Xbox State of Play / Nintendo Direct / those kind of things lah. That's inside Xbox.
Yeah, so they were like, "Oh man, stay tuned for world premiere gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla," and then they showed nothing. It was cinematics. And the worst part is, like, this is what I hate about Ubisoft, is that they always throw their employees under the bus because they had to have the Ubisoft guys that be like, "Man, I can't believe we saw gameplay for the first time."
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Wow, was that really gameplay?" And I'm like, Nah, I wasn't, man." Like,
They-
holy
They just had
holy
to.
But
shit.
the chat was like, watch the gameplay, no gameplay. Just no gameplay.
Seriously, everybody is like that.
It's
Gameplay
like, what?
Too much boo all around.
Yeah, they are so lucky there was no live audience for that.
There will be a live
They should be
backlash.
grateful
You
to
can hear the boos. Kalau macam tu.
This would be Diablo Immortal all over again.
You have mobile phones, right?
The Diablo shenanigans.
Also, that one dude who was like playing around with Zoom backgrounds, the mad cringe. Bro.
Oh, like relax with the Zoom, man. Goddamn.
It's just like, okay, you've just discovered video chat. That's cool.
Okay, Zoomer.
Okay, Zoomer.
Discord who?
Well, it would have been cool if he was like, "Hey guys, we have a bunch of like Zoom backgrounds for you to download, like from the games." Instead, it was just like, "Hey guys, look at this background. I'm in this game now." I was just like, "Kill me, please."
I digress a bit. I don't know where Zoom came from. Like suddenly when we have lockdowns here and there, and then Zoom software. What the hell? We
It's
have
normally Discord.
Microsoft Teams. We have Discord. All this software, and suddenly Zoom is on the news. I'm like, where the hell did these guys came from? We have better solutions. Yeah, we choose Zoom for some reason.
My favorite thing was because it got so big so quickly, right? I was like, there's no way this doesn't have spyware in it. And the next week, like this is like week 3 of the lockdown or something, like Sunny was like, "Hey guys, we found spyware in Zoom."
They're recording your meetings.
Yeah, it's like, oh, and it's in the terms, it's in like I think it's in the EULA or something where like, hey, so don't mind us like listening in or something, or
Yeah,
something like that.
They breached their own SLA.
So it was just like, yep, never trust an app that came out of nowhere.
But everybody was using it. I think because it is a paid software.
It's not
Because it's
normally
free.
Discord, that's why.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
It's not even paid.
No, that's why people use it.
No, you paid with your. You paid with
You
your.
are the payment.
Meetings. You're the payment.
You are the product.
Hangouts is free, and they use.
Yeah, Google Hangout, Google Meet.
Oh, well, to
what
be
else?
fair, Google Hangouts I think got killed recently.
I'll still
Yeah,
use it
some,
though.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
number, whatever.
Like they have competing products under the same umbrella, so they kill one.
Yeah.
Chef Kid Stadia, but okay.
Yeah. Stadia is the one who was born with deformed lungs and is just...
Back to shitting on AC.
Oh yeah. On top of all that, AC will run 30 frames, maybe. Despite Xbox saying that they want 60 frames to be the standard for the console. They
Easy 4K. Apa?
Because
New
it is
APU.
Ubisoft
30
Cinematic.
yeah.
Stop
That's why,
cinematic.
that's the reason. I'm like, hey, you want 60 FPS? Okay. Like you want 4K or you want 60 FPS? Like, how do I say? Frame rate is better than resolution. They still want to
Always.
push the resolution.
Always. Frame rate is always better than resolution. But then
You
again,
know,
I'm a
this
handheld
remind
player.
me.
What?
You know what this remind me? Back in the start of this gen, there was also one game yang kata, no, this is we think about frame rate. It's about the cinematic.
Yeah. Order 1886.
And what happened to that game? Dead on arrival.
Dead
Yeah.
on Arrival. I can't wait till someone tries to remaster it, saying that was the iconic game of the PS4.
We
Like-
have a patch to put it on 60 frames.
Nope. Bloodborne
Nope.
on 60 frames is good.
Dragon Guard is
Bloodborne.
60 FPS. Why won't other games?
Dragon Guard on 60 FPS, yes.
But not Dragon Guard 3. Anyway, where were we?
Oh yeah.
PC.
Okay.
need to-
Oh yeah.
So there's that game starring that guy. Apparently, he was a skater.
Oh, before that,
Oh.
because we are on the AC thing, let me just say that one game that I'm excited about coming from the Xbox thing is called Dirt 5.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Okay, what got me excited is not because this is another Dirt game, because Dirt 4 was Dirt 4. Let's not
Terrible.
talk about that.
We don't talk about Dead 4.
Okay, here's the cool takeaways that I saw about it. Okay, one thing, some of the features are quite interesting. They will have 4-player split screen multiplayer. 4
Nice.
player on a current gen and next gen console, which is crazy to
that's
think
impressive.
about. Big brain there. And And photo mode on the stop on launch, that's something. Also, this is the studios that made Onrush. This is the Evolution Studios that became Codemasters Cheshire, or how do you pronounce it? Cheshire?
Cheshire, yeah.
Cheshire, yeah.
Cheshire. So, Cheshire. So that team is now doing Dirt 5, and it looks like almost like Onrush 2 for some reason. I don't know, I'm just guessing right now. It looks amazing.
Onrush 2, but with the licensed car.
With license,
Okay lah.
yeah. Basically, if it's not Onrush 2, it's Motorstorm again. Which is still a good win. Motorstorm, who remembered that? That's good. Also, the craziest thing, they are investing on their career mode, which sounds like kind of a story mode, because they are boosting two voice star-studded voice casts. They have Troy Baker and Nolan North.
Finally, the racing DPC that we've been waiting for after all
Yes.
these years.
You have
you
to
can-
be mentored by them and probably dead, or I guess.
Listen, man,
Supper.
there's a lot of room in those motorsport cars.
That's true. Co-pilot, you have to take one co-pilot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like the
stick
final choice the final choice you have to make is like, who do you pick as your co-pilot for the last race?
Oh no.
Nolan North, Troy Baker, and they go. Perfect. I'm optimistically. No, I am cautiously optimistic because Codemasters has this trend of being good games, but not good enough. So we shall see if this trend stops or it will be the same thing all over again. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about the 5 for some reason. Okay, then we go to.
I saw the Codemasters logo come up, and I've been mentally conditioned to just associate Codemasters with Daniel. So just it's a Daniel game. And then they're like Dirt 5, and I'm like, oh, I think this is a big deal.
Yeah, this is
So, yeah.
not 3 games like last year.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Moving on.
So, we have Tony Hawk. The world's worst kept secret was a new Tony Hawk game coming out.
Before we start that, do you know there was a rumor I heard on Reddit that they were saying there's a -- man game coming out, and everyone and their mothers thought it was Batman.
Who's that man?
Batman.
Oh, it's Batman.
So and then it's actually Birdman. Whoa,
We got the Superman, Birdman, Tony Hawk.
Birdman. Tony Hawk.
I will go with Superman just for the Goldfinger reference again. But yeah, the Birdman is back again. You know what? This is the second time they remastered, but this one is actually a proper one.
No, okay, we have words about this. This is not a fucking remaster. This is a fucking remake from everything that I have seen about it.
Okay, you are also right, because remember, Activision does faithful remakes. Yeah, it is called remaster. I would say as a remaster, but the effort is more of a remake. Remember Crash? That's the
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
That's the team.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
they got VV working on it. It's like because we have new models for all the skaters, aged up, by the way. Like, as in, they scan the
Yeah,
models
50 year old. They're all there 50-year-olds.
Tony Hawk wears proper safety gears now, man.
yeah,
Be like Tony Hawk.
exactly. And then they added the revert into the game, even though that it wasn't added until Pro Skater 3.
That's
They've added-
game
Yeah, they-
changers. You
yeah,
know.
Yeah, they said something about it. Like they said during the interview, like, yeah, we thought about not putting it, but then we were like, yeah, but players already used to revert, so why not use the?
It's such an essential tool set. I mean, spine transfers, not so much, but revert
Yeah,
is.
kind of like, yeah.
And you know what? Again, I want to say about that one old terrible remaster. They used to sell revert and old Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 levels as DLC.
Oh no.
It was a
The
DLC. That's why that company is now dead. Thank God. We shall not mention their name.
Let it die.
Then it die.
This is basically you know how Need for Speed has received a incompetent developer, but at the end of the day, they've
They pulled it off. Yeah.
they pull it off and then pop swipe get another new developer. But this one, that the developer kept on being incompetent until it killed the franchise. And they did Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. They did Tony Hawk dirty, man.
Too good.
Thankfully, Activision says, hey, let's make another one properly this time. And they got the soundtrack. They got the soundtrack. They got that song. And you know what? If you're listening on Saturday, May 16, you get that song too, because that song is about a random Saturday.
So I was in the chat before the live stream started, and they were playing the soundtrack in the chat.
Of course.
And I was just like, oh, this is definitely a Tony Hawk announcement. Like, the entire chat was just like, yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely Tony Hawk. Like, just by the soundtrack, because it's so distinct from generic, like, please hold music.
Please hold me.
I was just like, they knew what they needed to get, man. There's also split screen co-op in the game.
Oh yeah. Online as well.
Was in Tony Hawk 5, by the way. Goddamn. How do you mess up the game?
I love listening to the VV lady talk about the features in the game, because they were all just like, well, obviously we wouldn't not have this feature in the game. Because they were talking about like couch co-op, and they were just like, yeah, you know, a lot of games don't do couch co-op anymore. It's like, yeah, but like the people who played Pro Skater 1 and 2 did. So of course we're going to put that in the game. And I'm just like, there you go. There you go. That's a good developer.
You want it? Here.
And then the whole discussion about reverts was great as well, because Tony Hawk was just like, yeah, you know, I always tell people about how reverts were great in Pro Skater 1, and everyone says that they weren't added until 3, so that's why we had to put it in this game.
Because it's already part of the game.
Tony Hawk demands it.
Tony Hawk demands it. So yeah, that's and plus it comes out in September, which is the perfect amount of time to wait on this, like to announce this for. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to push great numbers, because it's, you know, it's a skating game.
Yeah.
Ooh, skating game is getting a renaissance this year, man.
Yeah.
There are two other indie skateboarding games that try to fill in the void of skate that people keep on demanding, but EA won't listen.
Skate 4.
Shout out to Session and Skater XL. Those are also interesting takes on the skateboarding genre, but probably most people would just like a good old Tony Hawk.
Yeah, man. I saw those maps, and even I was hit with nostalgia. Just like looking at them. What else do we have? We have Hantu Pulau Tsushima.
What is that?
Oh, that's gameplay.
It's a pulau. It's a pulau.
Yeah,
Tsushima is a pulau.
Su Island.
Oh.
Hantu Pulau Su.
Hantu Pulau Tesu.
I didn't see that. I was in bed during that live stream, so how's it looking, guys?
Short answer is
Rough.
this is
Rough.
but let's start with the obvious one. It's Assassin's Creed by way of Shadow of Mordor whip version.
No, that's right. It is basically AC, but we.
So if you are already checking, if you heard open world and you just nope, I don't think Ghost of Tsushima will do anything to you. So you can go at the door over there. It's okay, because it's that kind of game again.
Huh. So
for me, it doesn't make me overly hyped as some people do, because I don't really watch samurai movies. I don't really have that sort of connection, but I feel like this looks like a component Shadow of Mordor thing. I can do this, I guess, but then you travel by a horse, oh no.
Oh no.
I see the horse and just, oh no. Scared game again. But I'm okay with it. But I think Daniel has a harsher take on this.
I should okay. Now, what to say? Like, besides the AC reference, and like the game is, I don't know, much like it's a thing I have problems. That's why I have problem with Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, they say it's an open world, but it's not really. Basically, and then macam like during the gameplay, like they were like picking up bamboo. Every 5 seconds, they pick
That's
up bamboo.
crafting.
Yeah, that's crafting.
It's it's the tedious type of open world.
Yeah,
Easy
like
work.
it's the problem. Yeah, it's the problem I had with Horizon Zero Dawn. That's why I haven't played it until now. Like the combat, like I don't like the combat, the samurai combat. Tapi the ghost combat is so nice.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
That Shadow of Mordor, straight, man. To the point that you can even put out the arrows, you can throw distraction stuff.
That's interesting to note. Like, I was never particularly interested in this game because it was announced the same time as Sekiro, and I was just like, y'all know where I'm going.
From Software exclusive or Psycho Punch.
Exactly. So
I mean,
the last.
it feels empty, kind of empty.
Oh yeah, it feels emptier. Because like in the first E3 trailer back in 2018, macam full of life. Ni macam like empty sikit. I think they have to scale down a lot just to make it run.
I mean, they make it in a I don't know, like remote island instead of in Edo or Kyoto.
Yeah, so you don't do the Assassin's Creed thing lah. As
Yeah,
in that there's not much buildings around.
You don't feel AC, you feel more like Far Cry.
That's my worry. I hope it is Shadow of Mordor like rather than Far Cry. No, Shadow of Mordor is kind of like Far Cry in terms of the world is empty. So okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're still doing this genre of game because I thought we burnt out on it already. But you know,
Last of Us.
The only good way of making open world games is do it like Insomniac. Make traversal fun. Make the action of going point A to B fun. You know why open world racing games work? Because driving around is fun, and that's why I don't like the crew 2. I don't like the physics.
Like it's also one of the reasons why it's one of the reasons why GTA 5 is minding. It's actually a fun. Walaupun looks weird, tapi the road is actually fun to drive.
Yeah, that's a really fun traversal game.
Driving in GTA 5 is much more fun than riding a horse in Red Dead Redemption. I'm just gonna say it there. Like I love Red Dead Redemption, but if you're gonna make it a Red Dead Online game and I have to travel like so long doing nothing but staring at a horse's butt, no thank you, I guess.
I'm a dealer to Blackwater. Let's go.
It's too boring for me. I like the campaign, but as an online game, no, cannot.
Hey, but yeah, that's an interesting note to have. It's just that traversal needs to be fun, man, for these games, or else it doesn't work. Next thing we have, oh boy, Unreal 5.
Now that's gameplay.
The demo is a game. The demo itself is a game. So how do you do that?
The demo is a Tomb Raider knockoff.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, is great for a tech demo purpose.
Yes.
So basically, this is all like super nerd talk. But let me condense it down. Unreal 5 basically makes big, pretty things less stressful for your GPU, essentially.
And also developers.
and less memory size. Like, wow, how?
But
how many triangles has been sacrificed?
I have my skepticisms about it. because the main thing is that like, because they built this as the PS4 in mind, so they said that like the PS4 has
PS5.
a bunch of PS5
Mm.
has a bunch of adaptations that make it really good. So you have the SSD seems to be really, really important for this.
I wonder
Yeah.
why.
It's yours. Streaming assets.
Looking at you,
Yeah.
UE4 unloaded textures.
Yeah. The other problem with this is that this means that file sizes are probably going to be fucking huge.
Yeah, we already have a problem with Modern Warfare. Yikes.
Yeah. So this not to be the guy raining on the parade, but these are all the stuff I didn't see anyone bringing up. It's just like I don't want to buy games with like 3 discs in them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Also, special shout out to PC Gamer who whined that it wasn't a game.
Select him.
I mean, it isn't.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, at one point you gotta talk. Just admit you don't know what the engine is, and then move on. You don't have to be like, I wanted a game. It didn't push gaming forward. I'm like, it pushed gaming forward quite a bit actually. But it's all back end stuff.
Yeah.
And
The thing about the developers having to do less work to implement those art assets, I think that's a good way, a good thing to have right now.
yeah, that's
Direct export is fine, but hopefully the engine have optimization to, let's say, the polygons that are not rendered. They put it in like big blocks rather than small polygons.
yeah, and like I feel the engine will work great at mid tier, if that makes any sense. Like you don't need to have billions of polygons on screen, but this game will probably work great on with games the way they are now.
Yeah, no restrictions. So
Get
I
more
think
60 FPS in.
probably saying like, okay, developers, you can do this thing, no problem. But down the line, like you want to publish whatever, it's on you. Just that we give you the tools, you do this thing, okay? I think it's more for developers.
Yep, that definitely is just, which is a weird thing to announce during a public, consumer event. Essentially, that's what the Summer Games Fest is.
Anything can happen from there.
Anything can happen from here.
Because
That's-
all the things they announced, like global illumination, whatever, then high details, like this is all story. Like why are you advertising it now? If you're focusing on that more technical optimizations, better for a developer conference.
Yeah, that's why. I sympathize with the people who, like, I can empathize with people who are upset because they wanted a game, because it was their tentpole event too. They were like, "This is the big one."
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. That's Summer Games Fest. The most important thing is we are all going to Evo.
Yeah.
All of us. We're all
Finally.
competing in Evo. Because Evo is now online. As surprising nobody, Evo's physical event was cancelled. We've moved to Evo online.
Evo O.
Yeah, Evo.
Evo.
Whoa.
Okay.
Then, so originally, because this news came out shortly after we recorded the last podcast, and I was worried it'd be old news by now. But thankfully, our friends at Evo got us covered, because they announced new shit just yesterday. The most important thing being that they've announced the Evo Online tournament, which is a more open tournament, so it's more games that have good netcode. We did it, boys. We got Skullgirls at Evo.
It only took us. Oh my god, it cost a lot.
It only cost us a
That
global
Thanos means like,
pandemic.
what did it cost? Everything.
Oh my god, it costs a lot of life. Oh my god. Anyway.
So, yeah, it's 4 or 5 weekends. As basically every weekend of July will be the tournaments. And it's Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat 11, Skullgirls, and my favorite pick of all this, Them's Fighting Herds.
Dance Fighting Herds, let's go! That game just got released and already an Evo. God damn.
I love the story of Them's Fighting Herds so much because it went from My Little Pony fan game to nearly sued by Hasbro
Almost.
to artists from MLP like helped with the new character designs to keep the aesthetic going to Evo. That game looks mean, by the way. Like I saw some gameplay of it. The shit you can do in that game is fucking. I saw tech in that game. You can keep taunting so that your character doesn't turn around to face, so that because some of your attacks hit behind you.
Yeah, you
I
get.
saw.
Continue.
So I saw a clip where someone taunted, and then when the character tried to do the jump in because the first character wasn't facing them, they had a move with a hitbox behind them, and used it to anti-air without looking at the character. That's
Holy
evil,
shit.
and I love it.
You can say that they are not horsing around with this.
If Sonic Force is not maining this for
Oh, has Sonic Force played
Evo,
this?
see,
Has Sonic Force played
okay.
this?
he has to play this. He has to main this. He has to win this. It is his right.
So sadly, this did come at a cost. Smash has been cut from Evo.
That's everybody. Yes,
Again, good net
the
code.
Evo has been defeated.
Good
The thing is, I wanted Smash to be at Evo this year because the guys at Castle Super Beast pointed out we have a real chance of a bot winning Evo if Smash was played at Evo this year.
Amazing.
I can't remember if anything else was cut though. I only heard the Smash news.
Street Fighter got cut.
Oh, Street Fighter got cut. Well,
Yeah,
Not good
That's
enough.
lot of.
Enough.
I mean, the net code.
yeah, it's the netcode dilemma is a huge problem. But yeah, I'm glad Killer Instinct is back on. By the way, 'cause,
Maximilian laughs at all the naysayers.
yeah, he did it. He fucking did it. Also, running parallel to that, Guilty Gear Strive has been delayed to next year.
Big sad.
Sure.
I mean,
So
I mean, the
no one. I
punya,
have seen no one upset about this. By the way, everyone's
No.
like, "Oh, thank God!" You're
everybody
working on
was
the
like,
game
understandable.
I don't mind at all. They should
My-
put
my-
more time. They need to get
Yeah,
that net code back.
Echo.
I mean, they
My-
are on the right steps. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
My friend gave the best response when I sent him the news. He was like, "That is understandable, Blazing."
God.
That is understandable, blazing. My God, yay, king.
But yeah, no. They were already gonna do rollback for the game, but now
Yep.
they can also fix the other beta problems like the damage scaling and the shit UI and the lobby.
The shit, especially the shit UI.
No, don't use Borderlands font, please.
The
Yeah.
Borderlands one.
Just copy the UI from Exert. No one's gonna be mad. That's a good ass UI. That's yeah. So the fact that Evo is now an open online tournament means that we could go to Evo. I'm sure they're gonna be playing the PC build for Skullgirls. So, you know, let's jump in, guys. I legit want to.
Man in Bristol using house Wi-Fi wins Evo.
I might be back in time, depending, like, because I don't know if they're gonna do all the tournaments every weekend, or if they're gonna do first weekend is this game, so second weekend is this game. but we will see because depending on when my flight back is, I may attempt this.
I mean, you have enough time when you get into the 14-day quarantine to just practice.
Oh my god, winning evil from quarantine.
Quarantine training.
The 14-day training.
Your training out is the quarantine. Oh.
I can be the winner of the Royal Chulan branch. Royal Chulan pools.
Look, if you can take at least one match, you can take one W is already a big feat for you, man. I will be rooting.
It is. I'm hoping there's like a cross tag tournament because that's the game I put the most time in, but also has the worst netcode. Okay, so I have a new ethical dilemma for you guys
Oh.
in our next story.
Alright.
If you buy a game, do you own it?
Yes.
You own the content of the.
What if you
own the
only own it? What if you only own it for 15 minutes a day because you bought?
Oh.
Because
The
that's
worst
exactly
licensing
that's what the Culling Origins is doing essentially.
Don't give them ideas.
Why does this game?
Are you not listening to what I'm saying? It's been done. It's happening now.
Why does this game
So-
need to be revived again?
It should be called
It has been, but it's back for some reason.
Zombie
It's
Game.
been
Zombie game,
relaunched
yeah.
on Xbox One.
Yes.
It's the Culling One has been rebranded as the Culling Origins, and how it works is every day you are given a free token to play the game. If you win the game, then you get another token to keep playing.
Oh no.
I'd like to remind you that Battle Royale games are infamous because 99% of the people who play lose. Or I guess in the
10 seconds.
yeah, and so you could totally just get your 10 seconds in and then get killed. However, the culling is only like 16 people, I think. So that's you're
Maybe
slightly,
2 minutes.
it's slightly higher odds of survival. They will sell a subscription pass, which gives you unlimited plays, which is obviously what they're actually trying to sell you instead of individual tokens, because you can buy the tokens, because of course you can.
So you buy the game and then you buy the pass.
Mm-hmm.
$60. Nampak tak?
It's an MMO subscription for a game that I don't think you would actually need to play.
My God.
Yeah. Also, the base game is $6, so
Even
If
at
they-
that
if they-
low, not worth it.
yeah.
That low
Yeah.
enough, yeah. For $6, you can buy, I don't know, Dragon Age?
No, you can buy McD Samurai, bro. That's $6.
You can buy food,
No,
which is more
remember,
fun.
this is 6
as a kid.
USD, so
Yeah.
it's 24 ringgit.
4 make these.
Or McD.
For McD's, basically Saho done.
Yeah, dude. Someone mentioned the samurai burger to me the other day, and I'm like, I want that shit. McDonald's in Bristol is closed right now.
Did you know that McD in my area, the queue is amazing. You can see from the end of the road to another. It went up, down. People should be in quarantine, but they were lining up for McD. What the hell, bro?
Is it Singapore?
Malaysia. My
Yes,
area.
what the fuck? My area kosong good.
Man,
Okay, everyone go to find out Daniel's area and then go to that area. That's
And then terus penuh.
oh boy.
Thanks.
GTA 5 is free on the Epic Games Store.
Okay, time.
Yeah,
Like-
so as we mentioned the other day, as we mentioned earlier in the show, now you can have your Solat Raya in GTA.
Khutbah Raya never missed out. You know.
Khutbah Raya. Khutbah Raya as travel. Like the best part,
And-
like before we move on to the final, like the best part, like in the when they announced it a day before we started recording, they killed Epic Games for 5 hours.
I'm not gonna lie, GTA 5 is probably one of the biggest games that came out this generation. So
Yeah, you can do
Killing
anything.
killing a server is no feat.
I mean, is it much of a feat when it's the Epic Game Store and you know that they cut corners to get that store running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even a shopping cart.
Yeah, I hate bringing up the shopping cart thing, but you know, it is a thing. It's like, you know, I hate to rag up the fact that your car smells like dead hooker, but it smells.
Implying you have
But it
smelled
still
one.
it does smell like dead hooker in here. Like, I'll stop bringing it up when it stops smelling like cheap perfume and blood. So,
At least the interesting part of the deal is that it's not just the base game, but it's the quote-unquote premium edition, which makes
It
GTA
is.
Online a much better experience. Because
Oh, God, now-
boy, imagine playing the base game, starting fresh, and go into GTA Online with nothing at your back.
I've done it twice.
I don't think there are plenty of Daniels around that would
Plenty of dumbasses
enjoy.
like me.
Yeah, I don't think so. There are more dumbass that would like the premium edition and then spend more after that. I think that's what Rockstar is doing. They really want that.
Yeah, man.
The first one's free.
It's like a drug dealer.
Exactly.
GTA 5 already paid for itself a few times over at this point.
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
Wasn't it one of the most profitable games right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just
It
because
will,
it has more.
it will climb up again after this.
Yeah.
Religion society joins in.
And our final story for the day.
That's what we see in the picture.
So, Animal Crossing. Fun game, right?
Time travel.
It's fun game. You know, it's peaceful. Nothing scummy in that game, unlike real life. Except for there is. Because this is the internet. Of course the internet was gonna be weird. So there is a villager in Animal Crossing called Raymond, who looks like every Tumblr dream boy from the early 2010s. He is a cat in a suit with neat blonde hair and different colored eyes. And he looks like, yeah. And I think he speaks like a douchey hipster. I don't actually know. But for some reason, people just go fucking crazy over Raymond.
So you're saying that everybody loves Raymond?
Yeah, everybody loves Raymond, man.
Ah!
I'm just waiting on these points, man.
I know, I left it there for someone. Oh yeah, the hipster glasses. I forgot about the fucking hipster glasses. Anyways, so because he is Tumblr bait, naturally he has drawn a lot of Tumblr weirdness. With a lot of people posting their screenshots of their DMs with, and I say this with the utmost affection, fucking crazy people. Like demanding that they be given Raymond. Like when someone says, "Oh man, Raymond's moving out of my island," they suddenly get a bunch of DMs saying, "No, you have to give Raymond to me."
What the fuck?
Which, you know, internet crazy is internet crazy, whatever. But then you go to eBay, and you find capitalism has gotten involved.
Wait, people are selling
Because-
Raymond?
Yes, please check the chat. I have posted something.
Yeah, they.
So now,
Does this count as human trafficking? No, it's not human.
Animal
It's
trafficking?
so
villager
does this
trafficking.
mean that everybody now buys Raymond?
For big-
Wow.
From everybody loves Raymond to everybody buys Raymond. The
Listen,
sequel
Cal,
that nobody wants.
the rule of consumerism is if you love it enough, you're willing to pay for it. That's what Destiny 2 did. That's
That's why I didn't buy. That's why I didn't buy Destiny 2's expansion. I bought this Lego, which I've completed already.
So that was the ruse. You posted to us was the ruse then.
No. I usually So here's the thing. I usually, if I want to purchase something, to avoid impulse/panic buying, I put it in the cart and I let it simmer. And
die.
yeah, if the simmer still holds on like a few days, pop, check out. Destiny didn't do that because I played Forza Horizon for a bit and then I remembered, oh yeah, that Porsche car in Forza Horizon. Yeah, I should grab some Legos by the way, and then it price almost similar. Lego then. Okay, settled.
Lego wins all.
Lego wins this round.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Since none of us here have played Animal Crossing, I assume unless Anan has something to confess. That's
He has sold 5 payments already.
I could totally see that happening. You got the Raymond hustle.
Oh, someone has probably scalping some Raymonds already.
Dude, do you not see the thing? £34 for Raymond.
Yeah, I bet it
Times
could
6,
go.
that's 100 ringgit.
No,
That's 100 ringgit for Raymond, goddamn. 150 good.
I bet people already have stocks of Raymonds in their back rooms.
No, in
Waiting.
boxes. I've seen them putting in boxes.
I have heard of so there was a problem with Pokemon originally where, because Wonder Trade, you could send Pokemon randomly to people, and if you triggered the game's anti-cheat, I can't remember if this was verified or not, but the rumor was that if the Pokemon had stats that triggered the game's anti-cheat from being hacked, then you could essentially break the game because the game would fill up your Pokemon box with eggs to prevent you from being able to make more duplicate Pokemon, more illegal Pokemon. So I saw similar messaging going around where hacked Raymonds are being sent. And I love it. It's not hacked villages, it's hacked Raymonds specifically.
Specific.
And
my
goddamn.
goodness.
It's just an e-boy cat, guys.
It's just a twink. Come on now.
It's just a twink. It's just a twink. The fact that people are so this is why we need more public-facing gacha players. Because you don't have acts of violence over someone rolling Nico Yazawa. You've never had a case of that happening. I think.
Hopefully
I'm
not.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Hopefully not.
Not.
Touch wood. I suddenly feel very afraid to make that claim. Somewhere in Okinawa, someone has been murdered because they pulled an SSR Nico Yazawa.
I mean, the voice actor of Saber has all of her variants, so not surprised.
I have to believe that voice actors are given special pools to pull from with better rates.
She uses her own salary to pull her own characters. All
Yeah, but I'm sure they
35
have
of them.
there's a staff banner that gives you slightly better rates. Because think of the good PR when the voice actor for Saber shows her pool screen and it's all 4-star servants. Think of how good marketing that is for the game. Oh man, look at all these cool cards you can get. And she got them all in one pull.
No, she bought them. I think there was an interview by Sony Japan something. She spent I think 100,000 yen just to get all of her variants during the Saber Wars.
I tried defending this.
1,000 bucks. 100,000 yen just to get all of the variants in Saber Wars. That is Ayako Kawasumi.
That's the name. I kept trying to remember her name. She has got one of the most identifiable voices in anime. Also, Kudo Haru from Review Starlight also constantly posts her roles in Review Starlight and Bandori. And,
I roll only my characters.
Yeah, and then what's Maho from Review Starlight? Also, during a live stream, they showed she has some 35k gems or something like that.
She save up.
She's saving for something. Mahone knows something that we don't, is what I'm saying.
They probably give her like the cheat sheet, like, okay, your character will be coming out in this week, so you know what to do.
Yeah, cheerleader Maya did just come out in the JP server. Anyways, that's
Alright.
news, by the way. That's
And
Very
that's also
full of
time.
degenerate this week.
We're gonna wrap it up.
yeah. We have a lot of thumbnail material this week.
Which are
We definitely have something GTA.
Machikia.
Yeah. We have to put in the Fox Girl somewhere. This is the most furry heavy podcast, considering we also had Raymond talk.
Oh, Raymond has to be there. For sale. Put it under that, for sale.
Makcik Kia selling Raymond.
Yes.
What you can say, Raymond? Yes. Oh my god.
What else have we? And Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah, because he's a bird, man.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
Man.
And you can find like a stock image of like a sepak takraw player with and then get the air dash circle in on them. That'd be great as well.
Oh my god.
And then just like anywhere you can hide text in the background is just GM goes to evil. Fucking go, man. Fucking drown in pools.
Let's go. Alah, lose the bracket kalah pun tak apa kak. It's still something.
Listen, man. That's the beauty of drowning in pools. Cause if top 80 go on to the next round, you're number 81.
A number, that's the whole thing. We have a number. We ain't some rando.
Every person in pools is number 81 for that. So, I guess that's the podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Wamerol, patreon.com/Wamerol. Give me duit raya, please.
Do you have
Coffee?
Pachinko e-wallet?
I do not actually.
Then you can't get duit raya from me then.
Oh my god. Irham wants to play by the idea. Damn.
That's
Okay,
that's how I distribute ampao as well. If you didn't receive 5 cents from me, then I don't know, man.
I love the fact that 5 cent is like exchange rate so badly that is nothing where I am right now.
For that gravity force, wow, it's worthless.
It's worthless.
Daniel?
You can follow me at ILRT_flaky. I have no idea what I'm going to review right now. Well, probably there is a game I am going to buy tomorrow at the end of this podcast that our friend Meck doesn't like because it involves a lot of woos.
Anan?
So I might review that. Okay, so Anan?
Irham?
Follow me on Twitter. At
That's
Nagarukoha.
Toka yani.
Can yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to your VTuber career.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bangsawan is my idol. You can probably see me soon.
I'm gonna push that, man. I'm gonna push that for you. And I have been Amirul Mekronas Ashraf. Plenty of news on gamermatters.com.
We fucking survived this week somehow.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That article should be out by the time this podcast is out because it's done. I just have to fix the images.
I've pushed it out already. It should be done. I don't know what happened to the images. You have to see for yourself. But
it got devoured by darkness, so that's why.
Wam's take on Blasphemous is out already, and maybe we are a bit dry on the reviews cooking ups right now. But hey, stay tuned. We might have a lot more things to talk about because this show has been a lot to talk about, and there you go. There's been dia.log, the Game Matters podcast.
Oda wants to fuck Komi.
Call me son, anime please.
So here I am, doing everything I can. On to what I am.
Ska music intensifies.
My god, nobody's gonna play along this. Damn it.
No.
I don't remember the
Superman.
lyrics, so all I know is ska music intensifies.
Well, you have to pretend that you're Superman.
Oh, we could totally have a roleplay game that uses that same song.